Alrighty then. How is everybody doing today? Finishing a little bit of setup here, if anybody's waiting in chat. And I know that I've got a couple of viewers on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. Hi to everybody and Merry Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a spectacular interview for you today. The one, the only Dana White, CEO of the UFC, on Impulsive. It's gonna be lit. I'm excited. Let me know if you're excited in chat. And let's get this show on the road here soon. Just doing a bit of warm up here. Okay. Check. All this good. We're live and we're going to kick off the show with an interview. An interview with Dana White. So look forward to that. And everything is checking out. So we are going to go ahead and start the show. Folks, I hope you enjoy what you see here today. If you do, like and subscribe. And let's get on with the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Dana White. Connor says he's coming back. You know, he wants to fight on this White House card. We're going to be on the fucking south lawn of the White House. The fighters are going to walk out of the Oval Office.
That's insane, which I've known about this for a while, right? The fight on the lawn of the White House. That is ridiculous. It's so awesome. It's so epic. I can't think of anything I would rather watch. I mean, let's be honest, that's going to be the biggest hit ever. Yeah, I'm excited for this.
So you were saying John Jones and Aspinall confirmed.
There's been some criticism about the UFC having a superstar problem.
Who the is saying, oh, they have a superstar problem?
I think I heard say it once.
So the Nelk boys, I want to bring them on Air Force One. They get on the plane, and Steve's like the biggest Trump fan ever. So these guys are going crazy. And literally at one point,
Oh, man.
You fucking kidding me? You guys need to fight guys your fucking same size.
Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Connor?
That's a good question. You know, your brother talks more than anybody that I've ever seen.
Do you think that the relationship can be mended eventually?
Into what? As far as what?
I don't know.
We're gonna hang out and fucking, you know, go see a movie or something. I mean, your brother's out there doing his thing.
He made a diss track on you though.
Oh, yes. Jake Paul, Logan Paul's brother, very notorious for being just an absolute shit talker, constantly causing it's I swear it's an act. It's all drama, it's all hype, and he's not really up to the hype. He doesn't live up to it.
About this situation that happened this past week with Charlie Kirk.
That's so crazy.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna speak about Charlie. Holy crap, this is a big one. That's a big one, guys. I'm excited.
Dude, how does Full Send get this?
Dana White's cool? Yeah, he's cool.
Real knee slapper, no offense. Love those.
That's going to be awesome. Elrich, yeah, it is going to be awesome.
Okay, we get it. Okay?
Oh,
You guys are big
man.
Elk fans. You like pranks and stuff, I bet. Well, guess what? We take shit seriously.
And
right?
just so you know, guys, up next we have the Triple H video from the White House. Okay, some kind of big production or announcement he's made. So that's coming up next in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
Gonna put on a little bit more previews.
Steiny's not gonna pop.
Trying
out of the
something
closet,
new.
So if that's
Keep
what
you
you're
guys
waiting for,
excited.
leave. Sorry. Yo, dude. He's like one of the only people in the world that we wait this long for.
That's not true.
He's the GOAT.
Dude.
Wait, are they in Dana White's house? They are.
100%. It's Dana White. It's Uncle Dana. He's one of the most influential people on the planet.
I'm not
right
moving
now.
from this seat.
We waited for Trump. Do you remember he iced us? He told us he had to go fix his hair. And,
Yeah.
and I started sweating.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sweating. And then he was like, fucking, I'm just going to, I'll be right. He said, I'm just.
I still cannot believe Logan Paul interviewed Donald Trump. That is just
I'm just
we
gonna
live in
go
a
look in
crazy,
there,
wild
come right
timeline, guys. I'm
Didn't
telling
come
you.
back for like 20 minutes. I'm like, oh man, dude, this is this is really happening. I don't feel like that with Dana. He feels like almost like a mentor, like a brother, who would never return a call if I tried to talk to him.
No.
He would call you back.
Yeah.
Would he?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get my clout up.
I think he changed his number though.
I actually don't think I have his new number.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you ask him for it on air?
I will.
We both have asked for him today.
Yeah.
One of us will get what we're looking for.
All
It
right.
ain't gonna be me. Welcome back to Impulsive.
You could do it.
Hey, welcome back to Impulsive, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so
Bro,
much for
come
watching,
on. This is
viewing,
just the
and
intro.
listening, and also
They're
subscribing.
keeping me at the edge of
We're
my
almost at
seat
5
here.
million
Come
subscribers,
on.
You know that?
Yo, if you're watching this and you're one of the non-followers watching this program today who saw
All
a
right.
TikTok clip that you thought was funny, something inspirational on the show, why don't you just click that subscribe button so that we can continue to feed our families?
Mm-hmm.
Already done.
I don't have a
Yeah,
family.
Already done,
what do you-
boys.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Just whoever I'm with at the time. I don't necessarily have anyone specific in mind, but I'd like to buy food for someone.
Yeah.
Also, if you're watching this, comment below if you'd like.
Okay, here we go.
So you
No.
try talking.
No,
Warm up a little bit.
I know
I'm
don't
just
you
gonna
tell me
move
what's
it
going on?
forward to when Dana shows up. That's what I'm here
Rotting
for.
flesh on your face. Like, Tyler, talk about that.
Okay, true. So I had a like a moly, like I don't know what you would call it.
Not a mole.
Oh my gosh.
I finally made the decision that bad. Mr. White.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies
Dana
and
White.
gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Dana White.
Dana. Fuck.
How are you?
Rock on, dude.
Thanks for having me.
That's so
You guys were in the
badass.
studio. I didn't know you were in my room.
Yeah, where are we, Dana?
This is the like I don't know the green room, you know, where we hang out. So
This is
we do
great.
Apex fights over here, and I spend most of the time in here.
Let me know if you guys can
on
hear
the TV.
Dana.
Go out there for.
The
This
podcast,
is like
okay.
your private, like,
Yeah,
air, like the
yeah.
boys that you
We have Christmas parties in here.
probably not.
Kid
probably
Rock
never-
destroyed this room 1 year for a Christmas party.
Kid Rock?
Dude, I want to party with
Oh
Kid Rock.
man.
Mm.
I want to party with you too, Dana. I feel like you guys throw down.
Nah, he only parties with the Nelk boys. He doesn't like
About
us.
throwing
Yeah,
down
there's-
You don't
anymore,
like
yeah.
us, dude.
Yeah, but you party with the Nelk boys.
Yeah, I have. I've hung out with them, and yeah, we throw a lot of parties. We have a party on Monday for our staff. We try to throw, I don't know, we think 4 or 5 parties a year for the staff, and
Big parties.
Okay.
yeah, we just do like a circus, like a fair
Whoa.
over at the headquarters.
Should
bring
we
your
should we
kids
go
and-
to some
your family
should we go to
and,
get
you
to
know,
so
the,
nice.
the meat?
Huh?
It's so nice. It's a whole.
You know, these people work hard, and I love the idea of their families coming and hanging out, and especially their kids.
Yeah.
Seeing where
The
the parents work
UFC
and,
deal explained. Oh, I definitely
make it a
want
fun
that.
place for them.
It's a sick environment. This is my first time at the Apex. UFC
Okay.
Apex. We had you on 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And dude, even since
Hey, Dana, there's some big updates coming out of the Nelk camp that I wanted to talk to you about.
Coming out of what?
The Nelk camp.
Okay.
Big.
Okay.
I think you already heard about it. Bob Menery finally got punched in the face.
I did hear about this. But
Kyle-
you know how bad I've been trying to get this footage? I got to see it.
Where did it happen?
So it happened at a hotel in Toronto, which I was like, God damn it, I have no juice in Toronto at all. If it happened in Vegas, we would have that footage right now. But unfortunately, it happened in Toronto, and the hotel apparently wouldn't give up the footage. But
Oh, you actually tried.
no, I didn't. They did.
Do you
they
know
did.
the backstory of what happened?
Yeah, he was being Bob Menery, and Kyle got tired of it and punched him in the face. Now Steiny says that Bob went down and got dropped. Bob is denying going down.
We need the footage.
Not gonna lie, I don't
gotta
know who
see
that
it.
is.
The
but
only way is probably through
It sounds
litigation at
hilarious.
this point.
Yo, I can't believe Bob hasn't sued him already. It's
the next
unbelievable.
thing up
You
is
could always pay a
the
hotel, though. There's got to be
UFC
something
deal
to pay.
right now. Okay, it's coming.
Security footage is sometimes tough. I feel
UFC
like.
deal explained.
Yeah,
Here we
especially
go,
with somebody
guys.
being assaulted.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
That we're gonna plaster all over
It's
the
right
internet,
here.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a problem.
So are you excited about the $7.7 billion deal with UFC and Paramount?
I'm definitely not bummed out about it.
Holy crap! $7.7 billion. Oh my god! This is a wait. Hold on. Who? Paramount and who?
Yeah.
That we're gonna plaster all over the internet, all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a problem.
So are you excited about the $7.7 billion deal with UFC and Paramount?
I'm definitely not bummed out about it.
UFC and Paramount. Oh my goodness. That is crazy, guys.
a lot.
Because now they're buying up Warner Brothers. That's nutty.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
man. it's gotta be cool building this company from what it was when it first started to inking a deal like that.
Yeah, I think one of the things when I think about it early on, when we paid to get on to Spike TV, basically the narrative was you paid to get on TV. You're never gonna get paid to be on TV now was what everybody was telling us at the time, but obviously not the case.
Yeah. So wait, do you get all that money?
What?
The 7.7 billion?
Yeah, maybe
go in
do I
your-
get all the
right
seven?
in your
I get-
checking
I get all
account.
7 point. It's all 7.7. If you look at what we're doing right now, so next year with the Paramount deal, we're going to do 44 events fight nights, between fight nights and numbered pay-per-view events. I'm gonna do 12 power slap events next year. We're gonna do 14 BJJ events, and then the new boxing deal I'm working on for 26. Think about it, boxing isn't on TV right now. Nobody has a TV deal. They're doing some DAZN fights, and I'll end up nailing down a television deal for boxing, and we'll do 16 or 18 boxing events next year.
So is the Netflix deal right now just a one? Is that a one fight deal with Zuffa? Just like a test?
It's the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't even cover that we're here for Alvarez Crawford, for Canelo Crawford this week. By the time this comes out, it'll already be over. But what are your predictions?
The same as every fight I ever do. I just want it to be a good fight. I want the live in-house production.
That's an old fight that was aired on Netflix live, and I don't remember who won, but I know that it wasn't an upset. People expected it. What is this? What the hell?
It's been great, and I don't even know off the top of my head how many sponsors we have, but we have a shitload of sponsors. And
well, because there's a lot of eyeballs. It's like one of those like let's be honest, we're like all watching for the car crash. It happens almost every 10
so I'll tell you
seconds.
something crazy. So AJ Lee came back to the WWE, and WWE had posted this thing about the social stats. It was like the biggest social thing of the year for them, right? And then my guy Frank, who runs Slap, said, "This is crazy, but look at this stat for WWE. This is the biggest." He said, on our last Slap event, we had over 5 that were bigger than this of just random.
Oh my God.
Random slap.
Guys, tell me in chat if somebody knows what power slap is. I guess it's a new, it's some kind of entertainment sport thing where they are literally just taking turns slapping the holy shit out of each other. I guess Dana owns that business. I mean, somebody tell me
it's a viral magnet.
What in the world is this?
That's how even I'm sure it caught your attention when the guys were doing it in Russia.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was on social media, but what caught my attention was that, first of all, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then what I found interesting is that I would want to stay on and keep watching to see who won. And I'm so fucking jaded, man. I
Yeah, so when you're paying attention, you're saying it's notable. Yeah. Enough to like maybe tap into the business.
If I'm this into this, what would happen if I did?
Quick mic check. I do mute myself once in a while when I know I'm not going to talk for a little bit. I just want to listen. So if that's the case, guys, let me know if something is, I unmute whenever I'm talking, so that shouldn't be an issue. But let me know if you can't hear me or whatever.
It's the right way and turn it into a sport.
Let me know in chat.
Same shit with the UFC.
Has there been anyone who has suffered any like serious medical? Because sometimes they get slapped. I see their faces are like all contorted.
Yeah, but they're holding on to that stick.
We had a broken nose. This girl PETA slapped I think it was Dodson's wife and broke her nose. I mean, blood was just pouring out of her nose.
That's not that bad. Like one broken nose.
I mean, that's normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like overexposed? Like you have like an Elon thing going on where you just have so many like entities all running at the same time? Like how do you manage them? Is it a hiring thing and make sure you have the right people to run each entity?
Yeah, I mean, you have to build a great team. No one guy.
You've partnered with the WWE, and Nick Khan. You guys are working together.
This is what I came to hear about. Dana White partnering up UFC and the WWE. Look, there's nobody better suited to run that business. There's nobody better suited to make that business boom once again, to see a massive revival. The fans are dedicated. You just got to put on a good show. And they used to know how to really, really do that. I think Dana knows how to produce a good show, period. Let's see if he's a fan. I want to see if he watches WWE.
And I know you went to WrestleMania. Can I ask what your experience?
WrestleMania was
how you felt
just
about it?
Yeah, I was blown away. First of all, I mean, selling out, the Allegiant. At that time, you guys had the biggest gate in Allegiant history, which is huge. I mean, the Super Bowl was there and everything else. We just beat you with Canelo Crawford, but
Loser.
yeah, it's impressive.
That's crazy.
Impressive.
Is it? Do you watch it as a fan or as someone who understands the business and are watching it like more from an entertainment standpoint?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't watch WWE. I don't watch it. It's not. I'm into fighting, man. That's what I do. You know how when you go on Instagram and then you go on your search page, my whole search page is like street fights and
Not a fan. You know, that's okay. I don't like him any less. Guy's a legend. But come on, the athleticism, the dedication to this massively, it's dangerous. Like, it's got real implications with these stunts that could cause lifelong injuries. And I know it's staged, but that's part of the fun. Everybody knows that. Come on.
That's what I'm into.
It's like a play, but for badasses. You know what I mean? It's like a play if plays weren't gay. There you go, brother.
I am definitely, I respect the athleticism it takes. I told you when you first started doing it, I said, man, you're a hell of an athlete. You're good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's impressive to see what these guys do. It's just not my thing. When I was younger, I liked it.
I totally get it. I'm not sure how much overlap there is between UFC fans.
All right, that's fair.
WWE fans.
I'll take that.
Like 10 to 20% maybe.
I will take that. That is fair. And it's where a lot of people stand. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody around here has a number, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. But nonetheless, it does seem now with WWE and UFC, Zuffa boxing, it's almost like if you want to watch combat sports today in some regard, you are in some way supporting TKO or like in their umbrella.
Yeah. I mean, do everything from pro wrestling to slapping to boxing. We still got a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. So the boxing thing, I'm looking forward to. The jiu-jitsu. I mean, I said it's going to cost me 10 to 12 million bucks. The first event actually made money. Wow. First event we ever did made money. So, but there's a lot of work to do. And I look forward.
Yeah, look, if there's anybody who's going to be able to revive boxing to the sport that it once was, this glorious clash of, Olympic-like champions, then it's going to be Dana White. And it should be. It should be.
To it.
How do you decide if you're gonna add another entity or sport, like if you see those guys like fighting in the telephone booths in the UK or in Russia, they'll like see who can like unbuckle the other seatbelt and like no, you're not.
I'm not into that. Yeah.
But where do you draw the line? Because wouldn't slapping have been?
Nah, it's just if I'm into it.
Got it.
If I'm into it and I think I can, it's like the Fertitas. When I started Slap, Slap is outside of TKO. So TKO owns a piece of it, right? The Fertitas and I own Slap. And pretty much, if I did come up with something, and TKO didn't want to do it, I can literally raise the money in one phone call. So the Fertitas are in for whatever I want to do. So
yep. With Zuffa, you kind of like throughout the course of your career have been the MMA like anti-boxing guy. Not anti, but like people looked at you when they were tired of boxing or bored of boxing. Do you ever feel like getting into boxing waters down that differentiation at all for you?
No, I think that I took a lot of things from boxing that I loved and a lot of things from boxing that I hated when we built the UFC. And I'm going to do the same thing on the boxing side now. Boxing done the right way with the right guys. Think about, you guys are younger, but when I grew up, Hagler fought Hearns and Leonard fought Hagler and all those guys fought each other. Leonard fought Duran, and the list goes on and on and on. And then once there was so much money involved and it got so big, guys started ducking other guys. Then you got the sanctioning bodies in there. We think this guy's a champ. We think this guy's a champ. And then none of those guys would fight each other. That's when it all started to fall apart and break. So we felt, me and the Fertitas, that there was a huge... First, what I saw was...
That's code for it was rigged and it's been rigged for a long time. He's going to fix it. That's a good thing.
Once amateur boxing, they had the box offs and it left... it was on like CBS or one of the big networks. And I saw amateur boxing starting to fall apart. I said, these guys are in trouble. boxing's in trouble. And we jumped in and started doing our thing. Everything in life is about timing, but it's like this. My move into boxing right now is about timing. It's the perfect time. You realize nobody has a television deal in boxing. There's some fights on DAZN, man. That's it.
What?
And I'll come in and
Nobody has a television deal for boxing at all anymore? What the heck? It's like so it's a dead sport, essentially. That's rough. Guys, that's rough.
26 with a TV deal. We'll put on great fights and we'll see what happens.
Do you think building the fighters is part of that? Because putting on great fights is one thing, and that's the true test. Like your matchmaker in the UFC is great, and I'm sure you're a part of that. And
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
yeah, the fights are always what you'd expect. The product is amazing, is what I'm saying.
Thanks.
With boxing, how important is it to have notable names fighting versus great fights?
If you take the Contender Series, have you ever watched it?
Mm-hmm.
So the Contender Series started, you take the best unknown guys out there that aren't under contract. You put together these fights every Tuesday in here. These fights are insane.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who they are Tuesday morning, Wednesday. We just had this last Tuesday, number 4 and number 1 on SportsCenter's top 10 was the Contender Series fights. And now there's multiple world champions, guys who are ranked in the, that is exactly what we'll do with boxing. You build these guys through great fights and great matchmaking.
On that note, I feel like there's been some criticism about the UFC having what some are calling like a superstar problem. Are you following that narrative at all? Do you pay attention to it? Do you not
That narrative has been around since I was hearing the shit about Chuck Liddell leaving and George St. Pierre. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? People nonstop talk shit. And you just started this interview talking to me about a $7.7 billion fucking TV deal. I mean, I could go through the metrics of this business from top to bottom. And I just told you that slap guys have made $10 million over the last 2 years. And the list goes on and on. The problem is that literally.
Yeah, haters are always going to do their thing. The trolls are always going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to say their bullshit and then they're going to move on. The truth is, it's a booming industry. It's a booming sport. It's a wildly successful product. Obviously, he knows what he's doing when he puts together this stuff. So why don't let the guy do what he does best?
Nobody knows anything about this fucking business. They all have an opinion, but they don't know jack shit. When Ari made the move with Silver Lake to buy the UFC, I would love to. One of these days, I'm gonna do a fucking. I'm gonna put together like a
documentary,
a whole documentary on this whole thing. He oversold.
Well, that'd be cool.
I mean, he paid too much for it. This thing is peaked. The UFC is done. They don't have any stars.
I'd watch that.
They don't have that. There's a pillow in here that says.
Yep.
I don't know where the pillow is. It says Darren Ravel. What the fuck does Darren Ravel know about fighting? Darren Ravel was talking all kinds of shit about it, and here we are today, having this discussion, and we're in the UFC just signed this deal. We got Power Slap. We got boxing. You got 3 of the biggest fights in boxing history. I was a part of 2 of them, and I've only done 2.
Which one were you not a part of?
Mayweather, Pacquiao. Pacquiao's number 1.
Yeah.
McGregor, Mayweather's number 2, and Canelo Crawford's number 3.
Yeah, I don't think superstar problems exist with the UFC. I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna lay it out flat with you guys. That's complete bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. Tell me what you guys think about Dana White so far. I love the guy. He's pretty bad. I love everything he does. He's wildly successful. He's got the right mind for this kind of business. He knows what he's doing. And he provides a lot of jobs, pays these fighters well. They put on a really great show and everybody has a good time. That is what fighting is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be just like the Super Bowl. Honestly, it's just like any other sport. And he brought success to what was essentially early on a dying industry. Fighting in sports, there were times where it had its heavyweight periods, but let's be honest, it's never been bigger or better than when it came to the massive success that is the UFC. Dana White did that, and he's gonna do it for WWE. He's gonna do it for boxing. I think that's fantastic. And they may split divisions up and this and that, but he'll be a major shareholder, but not like a majority shareholder or something like that, probably. He'll dip his toes in both, and he'll be wildly successful because of it. But like, what are you gonna do? I like the guy. I like him a lot.
3.
What's number 4?
I don't even give a shit.
Wait, Dana. What if you're the superstar?
Yeah, I'm definitely not the superstar.
All right, guys, I'm gonna. This is the part that I've been wanting to see so bad right here. I want to hear him talk about Donald Trump. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this. Let's get into it.
I think Trump kind of proved that anything could happen.
Yeah, he's gonna crush the election. So they're doing everything they can to try.
When's the election? The Irish presidential election.
That I don't know. That I don't know.
Because like, which one is which one is he more focused on?
All the polling is saying that he's going to win by a landslide.
No, really?
Oh hell yes. The polling's saying he's going to crush the election. So they're doing everything they can to try to keep him off the ballot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What? 60% said he would win.
Man, come on.
That's correct. I mean, I think Trump kind of proved that anything could happen.
Yeah.
Like I think.
Oh, that's
I mean,
the
at least
context.
when he first
I
won
get
the
it.
presidency.
Okay.
I was shocked. I did
True.
not think he was going to win.
Yeah.
But he won America over.
Nobody thought he was going to win that first time.
You did though, right?
Well, it's not that I thought he was going to win. I backed my friend. The thing was at that time is that everybody was telling me, don't do this, don't do this, don't get into this. He's never going to win. Well, I'm not doing it whether he's going to win or not. He's my friend, and he asked me to speak. So Trump was always really good to me, and he's still really good to me. I've had a great relationship with this guy for like 25 years. And yeah.
I mean, the fact that you have had that relationship with a president of the United States puts you in a pretty interesting position. Because
I've seen the White House a lot, and I get to do some cool shit. I've rode in Air Force One many times, and
Oh, hold up. There we go. Okay.
I've had many times. I get to do some cool shit. I've rode in Air Force One many times, and
Heck yeah.
I've had to have him, the sitting president, come to a UFC event and sit there and watch the events and interact with the fighters and the fans has obviously been an incredible highlight of my career. But I have no.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Politics whatsoever.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah,
no, nothing.
Yeah, everybody.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It just, it's you want to talk about a nasty business. We're just talking about how you have to have thick skin to be in this business. If you look at what, they tried to do to that guy and his family over the last 5 or 6 years, absolutely fucking gross. So I would never, ever want anything to do with that. I got a good life, man. Love my life.
Yeah.
Love what I do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Is there a best part about being friends with Trump? Like, is there like a cool like perk or like riding on Air Force One's got to be pretty sick.
The best thing about being friends with him is he's a great guy. I mean, I'm not looking for anything, or I'm not trying to. Think about when we started the UFC and when he had us come to the Taj, right, to the Taj Mahal, and the Trump brand was here. The UFC, it's hard for people to wrap their heads around how this brand was just looked at back then, and it was just venues didn't want us. Sponsors, television was terrified of us. Pay-per-view wouldn't even put us on. Sanctioning organization, the athletic commissions didn't want anything to do with us. So, the way he supported us in the beginning was great. And anything that ever happened to me in my career, he would always be the first guy to reach out.
Wow.
And that was when, he was at his peak on television and, in business and all the things he had going on. But he always reached out to me.
Oh yeah, when he was on The Apprentice. That's cool.
Are you guys purely friends? Does he ever ask you for like advice on anything, or is it just pure friendship? Like, do you advise him at all?
in like advise him in what?
Can you add an advisor to the president to your portfolio?
I'm not advising him. And
I don't know anything. Business, like,
listen, to say that I would say that I did leading up to the election. Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah. Campaigning.
Podcast, potentially, like who to work with, talk to.
All that
makes
stuff.
sense.
I mean, I've told the story before.
That does
but
make
I
sense,
called,
yeah.
Jared Kushner, who was fucking absolutely brilliant and another great guy. And I said, hey, listen, there's these kids called the Nelk Boys. I said, just trust me on this one. I want to bring them on Air Force One with us to Arizona. And then Jared's like, yeah, you're asking him this one, not me. So I asked him, and he said yes.
Pretty dope.
So the Nelk Boys, Steve and the whole crew, they get on the plane, and we're in this room in Air Force One. It's like a like conference room with a big table, and then he calls us up to his office. He's got a big office on Air Force One. We get in the office, and these guys, Steve, and Steve's like the biggest Trump fan ever. So these guys are fucking going crazy in his office. And then at one point, Trump looks at me. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then we go to the rally in Arizona, and Trump does his his rally, and he's leaving the stage, and they're playing YMCA and doing his thing. And to his
YMCA.
brilliance, he saw Steve, and Steve was going crazy, and he calls Steve up on stage with him, and Steve had the whole place just erupt. He's doing YMCA and doing all this stuff, and then after that happened, it was the most viral thing on the internet that day, and then the president agreed to do the podcast. Did the podcast with the Nelk Boys. It did like 6 to 8 million views in a couple hours, and then YouTube pulled it down. And then everybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
And then from there on,
he really adopted
The podcast
social media virality podcast circuit. Maybe even
My understanding is that he owes his boy for that. Good old what's his name? His youngest boy, Barron Trump owes him for that.
This is what I said.
The landslide.
At one point, I said to him, if you keep doing Fox and only Fox, you're never going to win this election. I said, every other network out there says you're the devil and a Nazi and a horrible human being. And everybody on Fox is already voting for you.
Yeah.
This podcast thing is big. These young kids, and a lot of these young kids are supporters of yours. So
seems so obvious too.
then he started doing all the podcasts.
And Kamala
And
didn't.
then finally, Kamala couldn't.
She did. We actually were supposed to have her on.
She
Like,
couldn't,
after that
even if she
Trump on.
tried,
Rogan
brother.
would not do Trump unless he did Kamala. So
we kind of
Cam,
wanted to do both.
Trump flew there.
Everybody offered her a shot. She didn't want to do it because she's like, no, this is like a right-wing environment, whatever. And what it really was that they were going to ask the questions she didn't want to be asked. So she didn't do those interviews with Joe Rogan or Logan Paul or anybody else. That's obvious. She didn't want to have to face the music. Anyway, that's going to call it for this video on the YouTube side for the VOD squad. If you liked what you saw, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm happy to discuss all this stuff with you. I love Dana White. I think he's an awesome guy, straight up stand-up guy, smart business guy, knows what he's doing with these things, and we need the entertainment. We need this. These are industries that provide a lot of GDP growth, jobs, etc. And it's one of the biggest in the entertainment industry as a whole. So big fan of Dana White. Love to see it. And so that's gonna do it for the YouTube side, guys. Love y'all. Peace out, and we'll see you in the next one. We are still live, of course, on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. All three platforms we are live. Lyrith TV. So that's kick.com/Lyrith TV. And on the Twitch side of things, it's twitch.tv/Lyrith Valthier. Links will be in the description below. Again, guys, have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Peace out. All right, guys, we're still live on the YouTube, Kick, and Twitch side of things, but that'll do it for the recording. The next video we got going on is the Triple H video. A lot of cool stuff going on there. I have heard something. This is not very long. All right. we're here now, so let's move on up. See what Triple H has to say.
All right, we are outside of the White House, waiting just to go into the Oval Office to meet with the president. People asking, what do you do during the holidays to stay in shape, to get stronger, to be healthy? The thing is, I think if you're just trying to figure that out, enjoy your holidays. Enjoy the holiday season.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to back this up. I forgot to hit record. What's up, YouTube? Got a short clip for you guys here. This is Triple H speaking from the White House. Something about getting in shape. It's Christmas. I thought I'd give it a look-see and let you guys know what's going on at the White House this Christmas with Triple H. Let's see it.
All right, we are outside of the White House, waiting just to go into the Oval Office to meet with the president.
Bro.
People asking, what do you do during the holidays to stay in shape, to get stronger, to be healthy? The thing is, I think if you're just trying to figure that out, enjoy your holidays. Enjoy the holiday season. Take time, spend it with your families, do whatever it is to make you have a good time. But do something active. It can be simple.
What I would recommend is not only just through January, but through the rest of the year, focus on every single day doing some sort of aerobic activity, 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, some kind of professional golfer.
Make sure you're staying healthy and active. We know we're
okay, so just to stay in shape. All right.
Gym enough, but go out and make it a response.
Well, there it is. Triple H from the White House talking about staying in shape for the holidays. That's what's up. Big fan of Trump's, obviously. Triple H is a guy. He's a legend, obviously. The Rock has had a lot to say about Donald Trump as well, I've heard. So I'd be interested to see if you guys have any stories like that. Please send them my way. You could share your links in my chat. That's on YouTube, Sidekick, and Twitch. So don't hold anything back. If you guys got something juicy, cool, or you want me to just check it out, put it in the chat. We'll take a look at it. We'll take a look. So here we have. Okay, something interesting. Jake Paul, Logan Paul's brother, got knocked the F out, it looks like. And then later we have the Joe Rogan Experience. Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis, famous guy. Know the name. Can't tell you a dang thing about him. I've heard the name. That's it. That's all I really can tell you. Oh, shit. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Merry Christmas this season, and I hope everybody is enjoying time with family, getting anything and everything you wanted for Christmas, and, you know, sharing the glory with God and Jesus. Everybody, I hope you are really, truly getting that experience, because Christmas is a pretty special time. And it was always really important to me and my family growing up. We got some. Oh man, this was pretty legendary right here. Here we go. This is a look back. Add up. Hold up. There we go. What's up, YouTube? Got another clip for you. This is a look back on 2025 by Trigonometry. Apparently, it is one heck of a doozy. A very hilarious, just a comedy skit. Let's see what we got here. I know Konstantin Kissin is just insanely funny. The guy just knows exactly how to work a crowd. He's got great jokes. And so him and his other comedian buddy, I never can remember his name, did a look back on 2025 bit. The year of the retard, they call it. Man, that is true in a lot of ways. It's less retards than well, actually, no, they're all still around. We still have to deal with them. But anyway, let's take a look. Good news from Trigger Media.
Well, KK, 2025 is nearly over, and it's been another fun-packed year of war, destruction, geopolitical instability, and politicians still not knowing what a woman is.
Can a woman have a penis?
Yes. Come on, Zach, we all know what a woman is. It's someone who takes what could be a 5-minute story and tells it in 20.
Gotta be
The
kidding.
old jokes really are the best, but this has been the year where the Middle East became the focal.
Hold up.
Geopolitical.
Have a penis? Yes.
Come on, Zach. We all know what a woman is. It's someone who takes
Oh my
what could be a
God, bro.
5-minute story and tells it in 20.
The old jokes really are the best, but this has been the year where the Middle East became the focal point of everyone's attention.
So just like every year then.
That's right. The United States and Israel conducted a 12-day war with Iran to prevent them from getting a nuclear weapon.
The official title for the military attack was Operation Rising Lion.
Coincidentally, also Stormy Daniels' nickname for Donald Trump.
Trump fired his big rocket into Iran's mountains.
The jokes really
He fired his big rocket into Ron's mountains, brother. Yeah, he did.
do write themselves at this point.
And significantly damaged Iran's mountains.
The jokes really do write themselves at this point.
And significantly damaged Iran's nuclear facilities.
The attack was successful despite resistance within MAGA. Tucker Carlson claimed it would be the beginning of World War III.
It wasn't. So he had no choice
It
but to
wasn't.
go back to interviewing the great intellect.
Nope, war's over. Pack it up, boys. It's all done. Time to go home. Wait, it's over? What happened? It's all gone. What? Couple hours go by and it's time to pack it up. So much for that, Tucker.
Intellectuals of our time.
Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, and Milo Yiannopoulos of World War III.
It wasn't. So he had no choice but to go back to interviewing the great intellectuals of our time.
Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, and Milo Yiannopoulos.
The great oh my God, the great intellectuals.
A psychopath,
This
a
is rich.
narcissist, and a closeted homosexual.
And that's just Nick Fuentes.
All that actually happened was the Iranians responded by doing what they do best, screeching about infidels firing missiles at Israel,
Infidels!
eventually capitulating and signing a ceasefire.
That, of course, wasn't the only peace deal. Donald Trump helped to broker a historic ceasefire agreement between Hamas and Israel, securing the return of the hostages.
The only thing quieter than Hamas's guns at this point were the Hollywood celebrities who suddenly had no interest in talking about Palestine.
Many have argued that Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
He
And
does.
I disagree. Who else could have got Javier Bardem to shut up and take off that ridiculous keffir?
All the Hollywood actors went back to their usual talking points, wisely staying in the realm of fiction like movies, TV shows, and the climate crisis.
Because when you've got nothing better to talk about and the career needs a boost, you can always talk about how the world is going to explode into a giant ball of fire.
It's not all bad. If that happened, we wouldn't have to hear Hollywood lecture us about it. 2025 was also the year of ceasefires. India and Pakistan had a short war before signing one. In fact, we have some exclusive footage of that conflict.
The conflict, like every war, was awful,
what?
but apparently the food was excellent, which is good news for Piers Morgan, who does love a good curry.
That's
Trump
ridiculous.
is now trying to
I
negotiate
love
a
it.
ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine.
He's apparently got his best guy on the case in Steve Witkoff.
Sorting this conflict is proving much trickier for
Okay.
Steve, as he still doesn't know exactly where Ukraine is. All he does know is it's been a long war, Putin's a top lad, and it's all Zelensky's fault.
We could talk about Keir Starmer, but honestly, what's the point? Not even his own mother finds Keir Starmer interesting.
Keir Starmer is so boring that his house got firebombed by a bunch of Ukrainian rent boys, and everyone just shrugged their shoulders and went, oh well, what's for dinner?
He's so tedious, he makes
True,
Liz Truss
bro.
appear charismatic and competent.
And whilst we're on the subject of British female politicians, can you all please stop
British
crying?
female politicians. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister. I mean, okay, yeah. Yep.
It's embarrassing.
To be fair, it's just the left-wing ones. And look,
That are
we're used
crying?
to left-wing
Oh,
men
man.
crying in public. That's their hobby.
Oh.
So get it together, ladies.
Please stop doing it. You're making Jeremy Corbyn's new political party look stable.
And they can't even launch a mailing list without it turning into a struggle session.
Whatever you say about Zara Sultana, when she appropriated your party's funds, did she apologize? Did she start crying? No.
She nicked the money and doubled down like a good northerner. She's the only MP who can claim to be anti-capitalist whilst running the most successful one-woman startup in Westminster.
Because we know that the only way to defeat transphobia, racism, and capitalism is having 600 grand that doesn't belong to you in your bank account. Hence, your party finally landing on the new slogan, for the money, not for you.
Yes, it's been a
Bro.
spicy time politically. In September, hundreds of thousands of frustrated, pent-up Englishmen gathered in central London to blow off some steam.
Indeed, it was a
Yeah, they
record
did.
turnout for Bonnie Blue. Speaking of adult entertainment, Keir Starmer finally blocked all the naughty websites, which might be a good thing as pornography was getting so extreme. I mean, everywhere you look, it's stepdaughter this, stepdaughter that.
It's good to see Woody
Gross.
Allen back directing again. On top of this, we had a new scandal come to light. Migrants were apparently going to their local parks and capturing and eating all the swans.
Despite
Oh
the
my
public outcry,
God.
the BBC tried to be more inclusive and launched their new cooking competition, the Great British Lake Off.
And that
Oh my
sums up
God.
2025.
That's so
Across
hilarious.
the globe, it was the story of wars, bloodshed, and ceasefires. Whilst in the UK, it was crying left-wing politicians, open borders, and a big bonfire.
Otherwise known as the British economy. But don't worry, the Bank of England have set up a link on their website where you can buy them a coffee.
See you in 2026,
boy.
folks.
It's okay, guys. You can buy him a coffee and everything will be just dandy. All right, guys. That was epic. I gotta hand it to him. The year of the retard is so true. I love Constantine kissing. I'll put the link of the original video in the description below. If you like the commentary, like the react, give a like, give a sub. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, folks, we are still live, of course. We got a lot left to go. And we are going to go on to Impulsive. Impulsive has Tom Brady. I've seen that one. Okay. Hold on. Let's see what we got over here. I'm gonna put this over there. Okay. Oh, the White House fight details. I can't believe I glazed over that. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're just gonna tag this on the end of the last recording that we did of this because the White House fight details are coming up, and there's a little bit of a hat thing going on. So let's see what we got.
She had the entire vote already, like very similar to the Fox model that you talked the president out of. She just did call her daddy, and she owned that vote. Like she needed to do a lot that she didn't do, but he crushed it. He crushed the whole social side.
Can I ask you? Do you know what they're doing with the hat that he wore when he?
The hat that he wore in Pennsylvania when he was shot at. Logan Paul apparently really wants that hat. I would want that hat.
Got clipped in the ear. Do you know about that hat?
No, I don't. I never even thought about it.
He's been trying to buy it.
I love that hat.
Why, you want that hat?
I want it so bad.
That actual hat that he was wearing?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. I wonder if they have that. That's actually fascinating. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Now Dana's gonna out.
Got my phone. Here, give me my phone.
That's Dana's.
Wait.
Now.
Wait. What? Are we gonna get the hat?
Dude, if you get the hat.
Bro, let's get the hat. Yes. Absolutely, let's get the hat. Oh, he's losing his mind, bro. He's like,
Dana, what are you scripting out over there? Who are you texting? Who are you texting?
I'll have an answer for you in a couple minutes.
Where's the hat? I have to say, so the relationship with Trump and now this UFC card.
Bro, I'm just saying, if we get this hat live on this podcast, I'm gonna. That's so nutty, dude.
That's gonna take place on the White House lawn. Fight fan for life, UFC fan for life, and since I was a little boy, it's got to be one of the coolest things I've seen in like the history of this country, and like sports meets entertainment meets politics. Like this weird like trifecta. How was it because
how
thought this would be a cool thing for America because you asked it? How did this come about?
So no, I didn't ask. He brought it up to me. You know, when you walk around the White House with him, like when he walked Bill Maher, and I've seen him walk many people through the White House, he's so proud of the White House and he loves it so much. And you know, he loves America. So he believes that the White House belongs to the people of America. And he wants to do more things like kids coming in Easter, doing Easter egg hunts. And,
Absolutely based. I mean, hell, we know what happened under the Biden administration. Everything was shut down, the mandates and all that stuff. So it's not like anything was going on or happening in the White House because he was taking a nap anyway.
Things around Christmas and special events. I guess Obama one time had Elton John play on the South Lawn. You know, they've done some stuff like that. But and I don't know if anybody was invited. But that's his thing. He wants to bring more Americans to the White House to experience the White House. And
So cool.
his thing is, this is your house. So yeah, I was lucky.
So
he said we should do a fight here.
So it's happening. It's like actually 100% happening.
Absolutely happening.
How do you decide the headliner?
That is so,
You know, what I want to do is build,
so cool.
you know, the best card that we've ever built that just make people go crazy. It'll be live and free on CBS from
Free?
the White House. Yeah.
Wow.
For the people.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be like one of the most viewed fights of all time. Then,
Yeah.
in that case,
I mean, even people in other countries want to see. And the way that we're doing this thing, like let's say
What?
this is goofy, but this is the octagon, right? We're building this arch, almost like the St. Louis arch, like this, and the lighting grid will go above the octagon. So when we shoot this fight, right, this whole backdrop will be the White House. And then when the cameras move over and fight this way, it's all the Washington Monument, the monument on this side. Then there's a park that's sort of connected to the White House, and we'll have 85,000 people there with big screens, and we're going to do concerts. We're going to do UFC X there. We're going to take over DC the whole week.
wow.
Yeah.
How do you? Okay, so they did a.
Yes.
You get a text back.
They have that.
Wait, what? Whoa, brother, what?
What's the plan with the hat?
Dude, it's probably going to go into like a museum or something like that.
Put the replica in the museum. Let me have the real one.
That's great. So you were saying, you have John Jones and Aspinall confirmed.
What?
That's what you were saying before you started.
No big deal. Found the hat.
How much did that cost?
Yeah.
Dude, what's going on with that fight? We just had Aspinall on.
John Jones, since, retiring and then coming back, has made it clear I want to do this. And he sent me a text apologizing and all that stuff. But I need people that I can seriously rely on for this one. People talk shit about Conor. I'm telling you.
Okay, I think that's going to do it for this little add-on to the other vid. For the YouTube VOD squad, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and of course we are doing this all live on YouTube as well, but Kick and Twitch too. So please join us on there. Links will be in the description below. And as always, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Okay, I'm gonna have to mash those videos together. I wish I would. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Bro, editing is such a pain in the butt. I gotta tell you guys, it really is. It really is. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. I want to do something fun. Like actually fun. You know what I mean? Jake Paul shows Aiden Ross. Oh my god. That's nuts. Oh, I do have to. Oh, man. I do have to see that. Holy crap. Hold on. Let's do call it good for now. I have to check to see what that's all about. And we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.